ETC, we start with 1 hour charges. I want to give a quick update. First of all, uh, if you refer to our analysis, since the price was within this move, we mentioned we want to see the breakout of the 49 and the 54 cent. Okay, anyway, we didn't have any update for that. And the reason was, I mentioned whoever get the trade, this is the targets we have been looking for, 49 following by 54. Because I mentioned after this, we need to see the breakout of the 63 if I move to daily chart. All right. And as we can see, based on daily chart, the price almost tagged the 63 cent. Because we had this line since uh, the price was within this move, within this down move. I mentioned we want to see the breakout of the 63. The reason was that I mentioned if the price cannot break, maybe this one turn to a bigger correction. Okay. And as we can see, the price almost tagged the 30. I mean, it was near to the 63, but there was no breakout. Okay. Now the thing is, we need to know which possibility we need to follow. First, whether we can expect this one turn to deeper correction relative to this. Still, we are within this bigger correction as a flat. If this is the right, that means this possibility is correct. The next down move, easily the price can retest the previous low. That means at least still we are within this down move, the bear market. Or we can expect this one turn to a deeper correction for continuation. The best thing is if the price can give us one more drop based on lower time frame, that's mean we get the internal flat. Any continuation with the breakout of the 63 can easily the price can retest the 80. Okay, but which one to follow? We don't have the confirmation yet. That means if the price consolidate here for longer time and the price doesn't drop, we can look for continuation. We need to see the consolidation within this range. But most of the chart, we have this possibility that in the bigger picture, we can expect this one turn to a correction. That means if he wants to look for buy from here, we need to be quite careful. It doesn't mean we cannot look for buy. And for me, I prefer the price consolidate here for a longer time. Then any continuation from there, it can give us a really good trade. But beside that, any trade, if we see there is no continuation and even there is no breakout of the 63 as a sharp move, not the corrective move, mostly we should know about the bigger picture. Okay. And if I move to forward chart, and right now what I'm looking for, the only question we have here, whether we put this one in relative to this as an internal running flat. If this is the case, because more even the Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the XRP, we have the similar movement. As we know, most of the chart, we have the similar movement. And if this one turned to a running flat and the price continue from here with the breakout of the previous stop, if we refer to the indicators, we will see the divergence. As a confirm, we can see the divergence. That means mostly we can see the divergence. May I say it this way? Okay. And if there is a continuation as a corrective move, with the breakout of the previous top, if we see the divergence, the first thing is we have this running flat, internal running flat, and we can look for the A, B, C with the divergence. And if we refer to the technical analysis, when we have the three waves structure with the divergence, that means we can put this one as a correction in the bigger picture, and we can expect the price to drop. We need to know about this possibility. Then how we can look for trade. If we want to look for trade, for me, I prefer either the price let's make it, either the price retest the previous top or not. I prefer to get one more drop. At least I see the three waves flat within this. If I get any three waves flat after the price drop, any reversal, I will take the trade for long term from there. For sure, at that time, also we need to see the breakout of the previous top, which is from here, or even this one give us one more top. But at least it can give me better confirmation to look for continuation if I get this. This is the best option I'm looking for. Again, it doesn't mean the price cannot continue from here. I'm talking about the best option. Okay. And whether we should look for trade from here, if we get the trade setup down, the way is to look for trade based on lower time frame, at least a 1 hour chart. And any trade will be a short-term trade. But based on forward chart, we need to know whether after the breakout we see whether we have a divergence or not. And even we should know about the possibility this one turn to a running flat with the three ways about the divergence if we refer to the flat and what I explained based on forward chart. Okay. And if I move to 1 hour chart, we don't need these lines anymore because already the price broke And if we want to, I mean, the only question is based on 1 hour chart whether we should look for trade from here or not. The first things, if we put the stop in relative to the previous one, we see we have a divergence. All right, this divergence is short term. That means we can expect this one turn to deeper correction, even we see the internal flat for one move up. Okay, whether we want to look for this trade or not. Okay, the first things is if we want to look for buy from here, the only way is to put our entry above the top. And where we want to put our stop loss, whether we put here or here. Mostly we should put our stop loss below this. And then we were looking for the breakout of the previous stop, which is in the bigger picture. Also, we're looking for the breakout of the 63. Where the 63 is, if I put my line here, it will be more clear. Almost the price was near there, but couldn't take. All right, that means we're looking for the breakout of the previous stop, 63 almost. And this is what we're going to get, and this is what we're going to risk. All right, in terms of the risk and reward, it doesn't give us a really good trade, but we can look for the short-term trade in case this is the start of the continuation. And then traders, they need to make a decision. If they want to look for trade, the only way is to put a entry above the top. Okay, and if we get the trade from here, we see if there is no continuation, we are not going to keep the trade more than 2 hours, or at least we move our stop loss from here to the lowest price of this correction. But because we can expect to get one move up and the price drop, if we get this option, this possibility, any reversal from there, I will be more interested to look for buy. I'm looking for this because if we get these 3 waves based on daily chart, we can expect we are still in the bull. I'm talking about the daily chart. I'm not talking about the overall structure. Okay. And then how, if he wants to look for trade, this is the best option. That's why if he wants to look for trade from here, we need to see the breakout of the previous stop. If not, we can expect to get one move up and the price to drop. All right, then if he wants to look for buy from here, the only way is to put our entry above the top, which is short-term trade. And mostly, if there is a continuation as a corrective move, we cannot get a really good trade setup unless we see the sharp move. Okay. Anyway, we don't have really good trade setup. Any trade is a short term. And whether this is the start of the up move or not, we need to wait. In this case, we just follow the chart. If I see any confirmation or any update, I will share. Thanks.